Hi guys, it's Jessica here to start or to finish my BJD updates. This is part 3, I suppose. Yeah, it's April 4th on a Wednesday, and I am going to try to catch up with a lot of the updates and doll goings on from the last month. Like I said, it's just been lots of wonderful doll things happening. This is a Dia. This is a Soom Dia head, this was another one of those sculpts that was on my list if I ever had the opportunity that I wanted to take advantage of to add him to my collection. This was very nice of a couple of friends. So Eastern Light Studio, Mariam, she bought this head from oh, it just went out of my brain. I think it's like Darkling 1976. I always remember the 1976 part because that's my birth year too. But they have like a gorgeous collection. They sold their this tawny skin Soom Dia head to Eastern Light Studio, and then she offered him to me because she knew I had been looking for one. She ended up getting the elf version, which is gorgeous, super gorgeous. But I would love to have the elf version, but it's not something that I would hold out for forever and have to have the elf version. I just really love Dia, and wanted a chance to get one. So obviously you can see that this does not a good resin match at all. This is a white skinned Doll Chateau Dolores body. This is Lear's body, and he's not very happy with me right now because when this Dia head came home, I tried it on several different bodies and it landed on this, and this is one of the bodies, not this exact body, but one of my, I had been making plans, if I got a Dia, what body I would put it on, because Dias are not easy to find a body for. They are an old Soom sculpt and they have a pretty small neck hole. The original body that Soom Dia came on, for the male body, in my opinion, and as far as my aesthetics go, it's not a very big, buff, muscular body. It's kind of almost teenagery to me. I mean, it's muscular, but yeah, it's not buff enough. So your options for a Dia are, if you want to hybrid, is you can get a shorter, buff, muscular doll. So maybe something that's 65 centimeters or something like that, that's pretty muscular. Or you can get something tall and lanky. And there are a lot of dolls that are in the 65 to 68 range that I love so much. But I have all of these huge twiggling girls, they're 65 centimeters or bigger. Even the 60 centimeter gals, they still have the same proportions as the 65s, so they just don't really work with these shorter guys. They just don't, to me, it just doesn't look right. I can't have a male, I can't have a doll, I can't bring a doll in a male doll unless it's 70 centimeters or over. I mean, that's the rule I've made myself. And it's good that I have limits because like I love all of the Switch Boys so much, and I still have plans to potentially one day hybrid them on some 70 centimeter bodies. But anyways, you can either go short and muscular or tall and lanky. And one of the things I'd had in my mind was, I think they call him Snowborn. He's the Doll Chateau Snowborn, the one they made the male centaur out of. I don't want the centaur body, I just want the regular male body. And it's bigger than this, has broader shoulders, but neck size wise, and I think it would look amazing. And I've made some mock-ups and stuff in the past, but I really like it on this body. If the body was just a little bigger, which the Snowborn body is, then I think it would be absolutely perfect. He is wearing a pair of eyes made by Underground BJD. She recently opened up her shop and is selling urethane eyes, and these are the teal. I think they're 10 millimeters. I think these are 10 millimeters. And those eyes arrived at the same day that this Dia head did, so he took those. No plans as of yet to get that Doll Chateau body. The other body that I had in mind was Ring Doll RGM 2 body, I think, which is a 72 centimeter body and relatively lanky, so that's under consideration too. Anything like that's not gonna be able to happen until late this year or next year, just because of the layaways that I have right now. But I am happy to have this Dia head, and for now he has stolen Lear's body. Okay, I think the rest of the updates that I have is pretty much for my girls. I tried to do the guys first, so I think I'm good there. So there's this and that type of thing. Not really new dolls per se, but things I've been sewing and working on and making. This was a skirt that I made for Alondria. It's been a few weeks now that I made this, but it was like a quilt inspired dress, so I had a bunch of these fabrics that I just had kind of little pieces of it left. So I basically made some irregular squares and sewed them into this dress for her. And I really like it. I have some other ideas for other things I'd like to do with this kind of idea, with the applying the concept of a quilt basically and making it into a dress. She's wearing, this isn't a corset that I've made, this is a Rauken corset, and it was actually a super gem, was meant to fit to Soom super gem bodies, and it doesn't do too bad a job. It's a little small, but it fits the smaller bust or twiggling body pretty good. So that's Alondria. This was this definitely was the smallest corset that I've ever made as of yet, and I really had wanted a little corset for this is my doll's own Wendy. Her name is Wen, and she is actually Danu's Pixie, and she was painted by my friend Miss Mantis. So I wanted something to complement this beautiful airbrushing and painting that she did. So I made this teeny tiny A little corset and a little tiny tutu skirt to go with it. Very cute little doll. There, you can hold her. So, I got some wigs in. I commissioned Moderately Vivid to make me some wigs, and this was one of them, and it was initially going to be for my Chibi Moon, but I decided that I like my Chibi Moon in the wild. I don't think you can see her. She's right back here. There. She's wearing this wild mohair wig with it was one that's made by oh gosh, it just went out of my brain. She has a shop. She's in the Netherlands. She has a shop for mohair wigs, and she dyes them herself, and it's this, looks like red flames. I just love it. I had commissioned this, but in the meantime I'd fallen in love with that one. So it ended up going to my Mishi's doll Hope, and this is Elowen. She is Neela's little sister, and but she's overdue for a wig that fitted her properly, and it's just, isn't that just I just love the colors. Love, love, love. But Moderately Vivid's wigs are just, this is alpaca fiber, by the way. This is an alpaca fiber wig. And he had a bunch of different colors. He had just a little bit, you know, of all these different colors. And, you know, he showed the ones that he had, and because I just wanted this kind of variegated, various color pastels. So I really, really like how that turned out. It's just really pretty. And I'm just super happy to, you know, to have a proper wig for her. She's a cute little thing. I love his wigs. He uses some sort of technique. I think he uses some sort of fabric glue. So it's kind of like latex wigs, but I guess what I've gathered is that with latex can actually degrade over time, which I didn't know. Interesting. Versus this fabric glue doesn't do that, because the problem with white glue wigs is that you can't get them wet, they'll dissolve. So if you try to style them or anything, you have to be cautious. You can't actually wash them because the glue will dissolve. So I've been making some wigs out of latex, and I like that a lot because you could get it wet if you wanted to, but also it has a natural grippiness on the head, and they just stay in place a whole lot better. White glue wigs, like Mod Podge, they're very hard and they slip around, and I just struggle with those kinds of wigs a lot more. So I really, really like latex and or this, you know, this kind of grippy material. It just stays in place a whole lot better. So he made that, and then the other one that I commissioned, I really wanted a wig made out of Angora, which is Angora a goat or a sheep? I think it's a goat, Angora goat. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to say that it's a goat, that it's a fiber goat. But this is the wig that he made for me. It's just luxurious, the fiber. I was blown away how long this fiber is. Like, that's incredible. So this is, you know, this is a fiber grown by an animal, so it's a, and I know the head cap is sewn, and then he uses some sort of fabric glue to glue the wefts on. But he colored this, you know, he dyed that. And when I commissioned the wig, I didn't actually know who this wig was going to go to, but as soon as it had arrived, like, it was no doubt that Alyssa was going to be getting it. It suits her perfectly. Just brings out all of her colors. It's incredible. It's an incredible wig. I'm so addicted to real fiber wigs now. I've been slowly kind of replacing them on a lot of my dolls. So maybe someday it'll be one of those things that I try to do myself, but yeah, I sew my clothes for my dolls. I can make eyes if I have to, but yeah. Isn't she gorgeous? Just love it. Just love it. This was, oh, let me show this first before I forget. This was another one of the wigs that I got in. And this was a, what's it called? Kagami Designs. And I had been eyeballing it. She had it on her Etsy, but it was like over $100, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't spend $100 on a wig for, you know, a doll this big. But we know, like, this is a tiny doll, but she's not. I mean, she's pretty hefty on the pocketbook. This little girl, I've actually been really loving this doll a lot. She's been going places with me. She's very petite, so she's easy to kind of wrap up and put in a purse or a bag. And I've always wanted a doll like that. And she's great. And she, you know, you can put a lot of different things on her. A lot of the clothes that I had for my Blythe, she can wear. So it's relatively, I have a lot of choices as far as clothes go. This was a Blythe dress that I made a while back. So she can wear that. She got these cute little boots in. She's just this adorable little doll. But anyways, this wig came on sale, so I went ahead and bought it for her, and I love it. It's just so vibrant, very well made, and fits her head. You know, it just stays on there. Like, I haven't had any problems with this slipping. I've been putting her in my bag. One of the things, I never felt comfortable doing that, taking a doll anywhere with me, but Aurelia, is that how, I forget, I know that's her Instagram. I don't know if her YouTube has the same name, but she had a video recently where she was talking about that she would take her Blythes with her and put her Blythes in her bag, and she was kind of joking about how it was silly that people felt like, oh, that's too expensive a doll to just stick in your bag like that. And she was like, well, we have these $1,000 phones that we just throw all around. And I was like, yeah. So ever since then, I've been like, if I want to take a doll, I'm like, okay, I'll just kind of put them in a bag. I mean, you take precautions and take care of them, but like, to just be so like, oh, I can't touch them, I can't do that. So I really like that. That was really cool. Yeah, ever since she said that, like, I'm carrying around this $1,000 iPhone. So yeah, it's kind of an expensive doll, but I carry my phone around. So yeah, I've been really enjoying taking my little Dango around with me. Yeah, and changing her clothes. This is Acorn. Yo, my little Acorn. Okay, another wig. Look. This, let me show you the full glory. This is a human hair wig made by Tiffy BJD Crafts. And this, we did a trade. I made her a corset for her new ingenue, her twiggling ingenue, and she made this wig for me. So she dyed it. She buys human hair that's already been wefted, and then she dyes it and then sews it onto a cloth, like it's like a stretchy knit fabric head cap, and then she sews it onto that. But I think the colors turned out so amazing. I had bought a wig with similar colors to this from her, and I bought it in MSD, and I actually bought it for my ingenues, but I don't know why I thought the MSD would work. It was always too small. It's gone to my oh, where is it? It's up here. It's gone to Marie, who is a Maria, who is a Doll and Mine Annabeth head. She's on an MSD body. So, but anyways, I think that this is even more beautiful than the first time she made it. So she basically recreated that wig and made it in SD form for me. So, and I knew that would be, that I wanted it for ingenues because her face up was a lot inspired by this wig and the colors for her. So, love it. Really beautiful. Okay. I've got a few more things. Boy, I have 21 minutes here. I thought I was going fast too. See, if I would have done these all in one swoop, it definitely would have been an hour and a half. It would have been an hour and a half video. This is a crochet bikini top that I made. It's not perfect, definitely, but I'm really happy with it. This is my this is a twiggling ingenue Dalshi casted head. It's casted in their pale tan resin, and this is a Dalshi 26F body casted in pale tan resin to match it. And I was talking about how much I love Dalshi sculpting and aesthetic. This body is so gorgeous. But I really wanted a kind of bohemian aesthetic for this girl. This is Uma. And so let's see here. Oop, we got bits. That's the problem with a crochet bikini, maybe for dolls and for people. It's a little crooked there. But yeah, that was kind of fun. I cut each one of these little pieces. So this actually took quite a long time. I cut all these pieces of chain and then joined them up to these O-rings. So that actually took quite a while to make that part. But I think it suits her well. And I really like the vibrant teal. This wig, I had this wig on Alyssa, but when her Angora wig came in, at first I put this on Delphina. She is a Lutz. Oh, it just went out of my brain. She's a jury sculpt. I forget which year though, but she's kind of sea and ocean themed, mermaid themed. But I decided to try it on her, and I really like it with her dark skin tone. Really, really like it against that. So she's stolen it. Yeah, this was made by Sugary Cuppy Cake. And yeah, really beautiful colors. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Very pretty. Really beautiful. Okay, almost done. This is just was playing around with Caribou Woman, and this doll is so beautiful. I just love this doll. This is one of those dolls that I love so much that I could definitely have another of her. I would love to have another Olathe sculpt. I would like to have a darker skin tone on the petrichor body. I just love her. She's just a beautiful, beautiful doll. But she's gotten some, she's wearing a pair of jean shorts that I made, and this was a, I can't remember where I got this now. And I think it's supposed to be like an anklet or something, but I just loved it, like as a kind of skirt for her. And this is an R rabbit cape that I just friggin' love. It's one of those pieces of clothing that I just, every once in a while I give it to a different doll, and I just love it. She's wearing, these fit her so good. I did have these on her for quite a while. I love them. They're SD sized 9/9 style hiking boots, but they're really huge on her. And these are Soul Doll Vito boots, and I got them for my Agati doll, which they do fit him, but they just look too big on him. He's got very huge feet. It's hard to find shoes that he can wear that he doesn't look like he's just wearing disproportionate shoes. He's very hard to put shoes on, but I decided to see if they would fit her, and they do. So, yeah. So yeah, Mary Doll Round, Korombai body. I think the feet are same between the petrichor body and this one, but you can put Soul Doll guy boots on them. If you were wondering. Oh, but yeah, this was a wig that I had made for her, and you know, I haven't liked it, but I went ahead and put it into these braids, and I've just been a lot happier with it since I did that. Yeah, beautiful doll. This is Meredith. She's Caribou Woman. She's a really special character to me too. Okay, I think now that I've rambled half the day, I'm looking around to see if there's anything else that I wanted to mention. I think those are most of my updates. My throat's getting dry, I've been talking so much. But so I'll wrap it up here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.